Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint some more cups. A few weeks ago, I'll link it in this video's description, I painted, I think it was a 12 by 12, 3 cups on a really dark background, and it turned out cute. And I put a little daisy in the mug or in the cup. So I took a photo. I'll post this in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. So I took this photo of just some cups that I have, because I like the shapes. Oh, sorry about the window. I'm going to angle it so you don't get quite so much glare. I'll post that one, and then I condensed the cups a little bit, or I brought them together a little closer so it'd fit on my panel back here. I don't know, is that any different? Oh yeah, it just looks kind of black behind it is all. So I'll post both of those in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. Link is in this video. I've got Freckles here. I don't know if she's gonna hop on her bed. Come on, honey. So I've got a 12 by 16 inch cradled wood panel from US Art Supply, 1.5 inches thick. I put clear gesso on it the other day. And then I've also printed out my photo to scale. And then I've scribbled on the back. Now, this would be an easy one to draw, but I am a full-time artist and I need to crank out paintings and sell paintings to make money. So let's jump in and have some fun. Let's set the table. So I'm going to use Cad Yellow Medium Hue. They're all Liquitex. I'll show you a couple of them. Mars Black Titanium White Phthalo Blue Green shade. And Quinacridone Magenta. Phthalo Blue and Quinacridone Magenta makes a really pretty purple. And then I added some black to it to dull it down and painted the tabletop or whatever, the counter that the cups are sitting on. And then I took another palette for the background and I put out too much paint. But I mixed quinacridone and yellow to make an orangey color, put quite a bit of black in it and more yellow to make it a warm brown. And then I used a 3/4 inch flat brush from US Art Supply and painted, I did use that for the purple too, and just painted in the background, and I just, some of the strokes mimic the direction of the cups. Just played with it. I also used a number 4 round from Princeton because it was easier to go around it with, you know, quite a bit of paint and water. Well, not a ton of water, but just enough water so it flows nicely to outline the cups. That actually made it easier. We're gonna stop here and we're gonna paint, 1 or 2 of the cups during the live stream, however much I can get done, and then I'll be back. I'll download the live stream as this next time lapse bit too. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey friends, I just wanted to pop in. That last time lapse bit was the live. I need to flatten this out. So when I'm talking and painting and I lose track sometimes, I can lose track even when I'm not talking. This handle is flat and I've got it going too round. It's, gosh, 2 or 3 days later since we painted this live and I have fresh eyes and I looked at my reference photo and I'm like, oh, here, I don't know if you can see it because I've got, oh, there's a weird, let's try this photo. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's black. Anyway, so I'm going to work on that. I keep saying the background is too busy. I think it still is, but I'm going to work on the cups. Oh, and the other thing too is I was chatting, the highlights wouldn't be this big, but that's okay. We still can put layers of color on it. And if you watch the live, you know that this one takes more layers than the blue because it has more coverage. This one's a transparent color. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, I wanted to pop in. It's a couple days later, and I don't know if it's been that much time in the time lapse, but a few things came to mind. Let's see. So let's start here. So one thing I keep doing, this is my second cups painting. I'll link the other one in this video's description. Is I like to get into the details. I like that. I paint a lot of animal faces. Of course, you don't have to do the details either in an animal face, but I do. One thing that's helping me is I did during the live, I had my highlights way too big, so I made them smaller with just the straight out of the tube white. And then I'm making a definite shape out of the shadow area, and that's helping. I flattened this out. I'm still not crazy about it, but it's a lot better. So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about how you can see the top of the plate here, but you can't see the top of this mug. So that means my eye line or my horizon line is somewhere in here. And I traced my reference photo. I took this photo. And it's okay to trace. It can really help you. But I just thought I'd talk about where the eye level is, because even though a lot of people say, I just want to paint, painting is drawing. You've got the whole structure underneath it. Even if it's really loose, there's still elements of drawing, design that go into it. So here, let's talk about this. These two lines are parallel. So if you draw it, the two sides of the cup, you can have them bend a little bit, make them more abstract, that kind of thing, but they're parallel. And if you think about it, this is just a teeny little oval that if it was a clear glass, that's probably too big. Well, I'm going to draw it. And it's the same. This one would be a little bigger. Actually, I could maybe bring that out a little bit. I don't think it looks bigger in my reference photo. I might have just found an error. Oh yeah. I think I had it in there. Just bring that highlight over a little bit more. There's a little teeny oval right in there at the bottom of that ladybug cup. Hopefully you're not getting too much glare and you can see that. So if you're far enough away, the ovals are the same all the way down. Does that make sense? And so here, this one, the ovals, oh, Freckles is gonna come help me maybe. Hang on a second. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, Freckles went in her bed. Here, maybe we'll just see if I can draw this upright. So this one, the oval, here, I'm gonna exaggerate it. It's kind of like that. It's not nearly that big. But then it's gonna be pretty much straight in here. And then it starts to be the other direction down here. let's see, I don't know if I can do this off to the side and holding the, all right, so we have a cone shape. Let's start with that. And then it's a cut off cone, and then we know, so the oval goes down, dips down here. I'm already off kilter because I'm I'm drawing off to the side. I'm getting better at drawing painting off to the side. I'm gonna exaggerate a little bit. And then we'll just say, the horizon line is right there. So you have, that's too big. Little, I keep doing it too big. Little ovals that are gonna get flatter. Oh, I really need to lean in here. I can't do it off to the side. Okay, so they get flat right here, and then they start to go down. And then you have the handle. And then the foot, and then the bottom of the foot is down into the plate, but it'll be really close to that oval or arch. So if it was transparent, I got an angle there because I'm off to the side. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that's helping. And then kind of like atmospheric perspective, it'll be darker. You don't have to do it if it's really close to you. But it'd be darker in front, and then it gets lighter in the back. I think you can see that. Here, let's just draw some of these on. So if you had liquid in here, I would do it either above or below, even if it isn't in your reference photo, I would do it above or below your horizon line. So if you do it really close, it's going to be flat. If you do it more, it'll be low. So let's do it kind of higher. Let's be a liquid. Oh shoot, I have so many lines. This would be easier. Let me know in the comments if you're getting anything out of this, because it's kind of weird. I'm leaning and there. See how this one's bigger? And that's only because our horizon line is here. And then this one's bigger because it's further away from that. Hopefully that makes sense. Whereas this one is going a different direction, so they'd all be the same. Okay, thanks for letting me struggle through that. Hopefully it helped a bit. Maybe we'll try doing that during a live. We'll talk about shading and drawing and those kinds of things. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey friends, what do you think? I like it. I liked the background, but I thought it was too busy. Now I think the cups really stand out. I mixed kind of a, where is it? An off gray color. But now I'm thinking it should be a little darker. I'm not going to darken it. I'm looking for my paint. Oh, not that one. I'm not going to darken it. I've got freckles on my lap. I don't know if she just popped into the frame there. So it looks quite gray, but it's got a little bit of brown in it. It has a little bit of purple in it. Gosh, I think I put some yellow in it. but it's amazing how gray it looks. And I left a little bit of the brown showing. I don't know if you can see it. I think, oh, there's a little bit right there. And then the other thing that's fun that I did in the last painting, and I really liked it, is that I take thin paint and smear it. So I smeared blue. The orange is reflecting up onto the cup here. And then I have some blue reflecting down onto that cup. Now this cup, which is fun, is there's some light bouncing off the plate that comes up, but I had that on there way before I had the plate, and it works. I think it works. Green, there's some green here. This is purple. I was gonna put a daisy up here, and I think that would have worked, but I also like it down here. So I have like these two handles here. It brings a little more weight to this side. I like the highlight shapes are fun. Here, let's draw it a little bit better. So the light, or the yellow green, and then the lighter orange, and then the lighter blue. I think that's fun. The shadow, so the shadow, you could say the light's coming kind of like from here, or you could say it's coming directly over from the side or top, you know, more over here. And it was just easier. I could have put the shadow going back this way, but I just pulled it off to the side again like I did in the last painting. Oh, Freckles is gonna hop down. And then it's darker where it's closer to the cup, and then the cup is also lighter where it's by the shadow. And then the shadow gets lighter and then hopefully fuzzier as it goes out. Okay, and then let's see, I think that's it. Let's do a tour. So I'm thinking if I do this a third time, the last background is darker, this one's lighter. I think I want something in between. And it took me a while. It just took me a while to puzzle it out. Okay, tour. Whoop. It's always fun. Here, I guess I don't have to show the whole background. There you can see the blue on the cup. And I like that there's a little, this was a happy accident that there's a little dark by this highlight. That really makes that highlight pop. Oh, and I did correct. I put a little more highlight right there. Sorry, guys. The phone is just off my left shoulder. So when you have transparent colors, it's just real easy to put that orange on there. The blue isn't quite so transparent, but I didn't put too much of it on. I think it's fun to smear the orange or the blue off onto the background. I think I've already said that. The plate turned out really well. I really like it. It's simple. There's the green. It's probably not very square. I keep kind of trying to, oh, here, the shadow. Okay, guys. The reference photos in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group if you want to use it. It doesn't have nearly the dramatic lighting, but it was fun to play with it. That's one of the things I really like about this is the fun shapes and the lighting. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me. It's just a blast. I really enjoy it. Super appreciate your support. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.